What's going on, my Husker peeps? This is Ethan Bias for Arsenal Lincoln. This is my midweek preview for all the upcoming events starting today. As a matter of fact, with men's tennis at the Fall ITA Fall National Championships, and so we will talk about that. We'll talk about other things too, but they continued their 2023-2024 fall campaign. Anton Shep and Nick Weidenhorn will be playing doubles in this tournament. It has actually gotten underway at 11 this morning, but I got no results back, so I will move on from that. The women are supposed to play in the ITA Nationals as well, but no info's been granted on that either, so we will move on. Just know they're in their ITA national tournaments. So tomorrow starts all the fun, really, with the soccer game against Ohio State, or against Wisconsin. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart tonight, guys. So on a 7-match conference winning streak, they will take on Wisconsin in hopes for a Big Ten title on Sunday, but have to get through the Badgers in this game, which is tomorrow. Penn State and Iowa will play the following game, all on Big Ten Network. So good luck to the ladies in that. Eleanor Dale is still on pace for the record number of goals, which for the university, which is 27. So hopefully she breaks that during this tournament. So anyway, Eleanor Dale's 10th brace of the season powered the Huskers to a 3-2 victory over Ohio State on Sunday afternoon in front of 1,227 fans at Hibner. So that was a pretty awesome game. Let's see. So here's some fun little FFs for you on this. So Nebraska finished Big Ten play with a 7-1-2 record and matched the second most Big Ten wins in a season since joining the conference in 2011. Huskers won a share of the Big Ten regular season title with 23 points, tied with Michigan State. NU earned the number 2 seed in conference tournament due to the tiebreakers. And the Husker seeds marked in the second best finish in the Big Ten standings since joining the conference in 2011, behind only the 2013 team that finished the conference season with a 10-1 record. This will be Nebraska's 20th overall conference tournament appearance. And they are actually 24-13 in conference tournament games overall, and they have won 6 conference tournament titles. So hopefully we get our 7th on Sunday. And actually, it looks like we're ranked 18th in this week's RPI, which is great because the top 32 get a home game for the NCAA. So hopefully we stay on top of that. Multiple sources says it's a lock, but I think the insurance win tomorrow would definitely seal that. So good luck to this team as they play Wisconsin. Moving on, bowling. They have a tournament on Friday at the Track Cat Clash. Their last time out, they got third at the Motive Penguin Classic. So hopefully they do better than that. You know, I mean, we're chasing our 10th national title in bowling. So hopefully we get her done. That's all I can say. I don't know much about our bowlers. So then swimming and diving against KU on Friday. please beat KU. I want to beat KU and everything because I totally despise KU. I know I'm from Kansas, but screw the Jayhawks, I should say. I could say a much naughtier word, but I won't. So here's some little FFs on swimming and diving. The Huskers are coming off a 195-96 victory over South Dakota State, where they captured titles in 15 of 16 events in that. Sarah Barton notched first place finishes in the 100 backstroke, 200 individual medley, 200 medley relay, and took second in the 500 freestyle. The senior has 5 individual wins on the season so far. Beatrix Tanko earned wins in the 50 freestyle and the 500 freestyle while contributing to the winning 200 medley relay and 200 freestyle relay. After a strong performance, Tanko was recognized as the Big Ten Freshman of the Week. Julia Marchi won the 100 freestyle. Gina Jorgensen took the 200 freestyle. And Katarina Bisiachi earned the 1000 freestyle title. On the board, damn it, lost my notes. Sometimes it's okay. On the boards, Abby Baxter placed first on the 1 meter, and Antonia Hardin won the 3 meter. Both of those scores are qualifying scores for the NCAA Zone D championships. The Jayhawks have won all 4 of their duels this season, including a 169-131 win over Illinois. Last year, Kansas finished 5th in the Big 12 championships with 487 points. The Jayhawks improved to 20-10 in the all-time series with Nebraska after taking last year's duel with the score of 157-143. Last time the teams met in Lincoln in 2022, Nebraska topped KU 196-106. So good luck to our swimming and diving team on Friday. So now, also on Friday and Saturday, volleyball will travel first to Penn State, and then on Saturday they will travel to Rutgers. Swept both teams already this season, so they will play them for a second time, and this time it'll be on their home courts. So good luck to the volleyball team. Bergen Riley earned Big Ten Setter of the Week this week. She's been having a phenomenal season. Penn State's obviously the tougher of the two, and I think they'll give us a tough test on the road. Rutgers, I'm sure we'll sweep them again. I don't know. Can't really count anybody out, but I actually just saw Purdue won a set against Wisconsin, which is insane to me. So, and it's at Wisconsin, so we'll see how that matchup pans out. If Purdue were to upset Wisconsin, that'd put us a game above Wisconsin, which would, well, we're already that put us 2 games above Wisconsin, and that would just make me jump with glee. So, yeah. Moving on to rifle at the Citadel. I don't know much about rifle, so I just actually wrote down notes, pretty much copying from the Husker Athletics site, but let me read them to you. Let's see. Senior Cecilia Ossie shot a .598 in the air rifle to tie the Nebraska program record on Sunday against number 1 West Virginia. The record was set by sophomores Emma Road and Tori Watts last season against Alaska Fairbanks. So, and Cecilia Ossie really came out nowhere. Like, she won the small bore last year, like the small bore national title last year. So, look at her carrying the team. I mean, it's not a bad team. We're number 4 right now. We lost to number 1, number 2, and dropped a spot. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, uh, yeah, hopefully we improve our record to 3-2. So football on Saturday against Michigan State. Not much to say here. I think we're gonna handle them pretty well. It's gonna be at Michigan State. Um, what else can I say? They're having issues. Michigan State has a ton of issues going on right now. Another scandal, players leaving, yada yada yada. It should be a win. It seems like every week everybody's worried about this game. I'm not. I wasn't even worried about Purdue last week. Like, they look like a cupcake to me, and that's kind of what I feel about Michigan State. We're gonna win this game, and we're gonna be bowl eligible. That's all I can say. And look for our defense to do defense things and pretty much get the win for us. The only team that can beat us in this one is ourselves. So I'm not going to talk too much about football because my most favorite sport, wrestling, is coming up on Saturday as well, and I am totally looking forward to that. So right now our projected starters. So at the 125-pound weight class last year, we lost Liam Cronin from last year at 125, who, doggone it, I wish he had one more year left, but it looks like it'll be Caleb Smith, who's ranked number 14 right now, and he's a transfer. Where did he transfer from? I can't remember, but he's a transfer, and he had a decent season last year, but he's already ranked number 14, and so look for him to start us off tomorrow. At 133 pounds, you got Jacob Van D or Kyle Berwick. Kyle Berwick was basically the starter last year. Looks like Jacob Van D, he's already ranked number 30th right now. So any one of them two can start. They're probably duking it out in the wrestling room right now. So yeah, our lightweights, 125 and 133, it's a big question mark right now. But at 141 pounds, it's a no-brainer. Brock Hardy, he's ranked number 4 in the nation right now. This is all preseason rankings. We haven't wrestled a match yet, but you got Brock Hardy. Look for him to have a spectacular year this year, but he's projected to wrestle in this duel on Saturday. At 149 pounds, like I said, no brainer. Ridge Lovett. He's off his red shirt. He's number 1 in the country now, rightfully so. Now that Yanni Diakomahalis has left Cornell now, look for big things from Ridge Lovett. I think he can win it all. And Coach Mark Manning says he's better than ever, which surprises me because he was a total badass stud 2 years ago before his red shirt. So I'm totally excited for Ridge. He's such a smart wrestler. And it happens to be the most intriguing matchup of the night as he takes on Kellen March, who's number 11 in the country. It's actually, in fact, North Dakota State's only ranked wrestler. So be a test right from the start for Ridge Lovett. But I think he can take care of business, do Ridge Lovett things. 157 pounds, it looks like Peyton Robb, he's healthy. He's ready to go. And I couldn't be any more excited for this guy. As you all know, he got sick last year at the NCAA, almost died from a skin infection, scary skin infection. But he somehow overcame that, and he's ready to wrestle. Something like that would probably scare me to even get back on the mat. But yeah, good for Peyton Robb. Go back out there and show everybody's what he's made of. I'm totally excited, and I'm really excited for the rematch against Levi Haynes this year because I want him to beat Levi Haynes. And I think he will get it done this year. So 165 pounds. They say it's Antrell Taylor or Bubba Wilson. So I don't know who's gonna wrestle in that spot. And these aren't all guaranteed. Like, this is just the projected starters. And so if I were to guess, it'd be Bubba Wilson, but maybe they'll save him for a match. So I don't know. Mark Manning plays the long game, and sometimes he scrambles these wrestlers around, and he does a very good job with that. I mean, he gets everybody mat time, it seems like. And so it seems like at the beginning of the year, we look like this lousy, shitty team, but then later on, we get better and better, and next thing you know, we're a top 10 team to finish the year. So, I trust Mark Manning's process. He's always playing with his lineups and whatnot. So, you may see somebody pretty lousy out there for the first time, but you see he plays the long game, which works out tremendously. He's a wizard at that. So, but I'm just going to go with Bubba Wilson. I mean, he was the main guy last year, and I expect that this year and this duel. But if not, it'll be Antrell Taylor. So 174 pounds. We lost Mikey Labriola from last year, and so it's going to be a question mark there. So it says it'll be either Elise Brown or Adam DeBow. Elise Brown's ranked number 20th already this year. I'm not sure if he's a transfer or not. I haven't really heard about the guy at all. So, and Adam DeBow is unranked. So, I don't know. That'll be an interesting weight class this year for us to see where we shake up. And by the way, Mark Manning's been expressing how excited he is for this team. He thinks it's a really special group. I mean, he thinks it's a real special group every year, but he has this different feel about him this year. So we'll see. We'll gain more knowledge as the year goes on. But at 184 pounds, we got Lenny Pinto, and this one my favorite guy. I mean, a lot of them are my favorites, but Lenny Pinto, for one, he's strong as shit. He's a very, very, very strong guy. I can't remember if he All-American last year or was a match away from it, but I mean, he's a NCAA qualifier last year, and for good reason. I mean, his brute strength. I mean, as far as technique goes, hopefully he worked on it, but he is stronger than an ox. I've never seen a collegiate wrestler that was just so strong, like wins just because of strength. But this guy is a monster, and it seems like he'll do anything to get a pin. And so he's really fun to watch, and he's going to be even funner this year. He's a sophomore, and he's already preseason number 9, which I feel like that number can go up as the year progresses. A lot of these guys, I think they'll be bumped up. So at 197 pounds, you got the returning Big Ten champion, Silas Allred. And what more can I say? This guy, you want to talk about a guy that seemed to have improved throughout the year. It's this guy. I mean, he already started out strong last year, but he kind of looked average. But then he was just improving. And as we got closer to Big Ten championships, you thought, wow, this guy's going to get somewhere. And he won a Big Ten title, which a lot of people say it's harder to win a Big Ten title than an NCAA title. So but he didn't get far in the NCAAs last year. He had a tough road ahead of him, but look for him to do big things this year as well. I think he's going to do big things. I'm totally excited to see how he's going to shake things up. So now we got heavyweight Harley Andrews. This is another unknown to me. I'm not sure where to begin with this guy because I don't know anything about him. But all I know is we've been struggling at heavyweight for some time now. Heck, I can't even tell you who wrestled heavyweight last year because I know he All-American for the first time last year, but man, he gave me the fits. So I'll say that. But Harley Andrews, everybody. So that'll be our heavyweight apparently in this projected lineup. So good luck to the men on their first duel on Saturday. I'm excited. I'm always excited for wrestling season. I seem to glow when wrestling season comes around. I'm always just so stoked for it. Being a former wrestler myself, not collegiately though. I never made it that far. I wasn't good enough. But yeah, very excited for that. North Dakota State is also coached by Obenson Blanc, who is in his first season at the helm for North Dakota State. So not much knowledge about that guy either, but it is going to be his first duel as the Bison head coach. So good luck to them as well. Let's see. I ain't really got much on North Dakota State. But here's one thing. Nebraska's incoming class of newcomers features 15 wrestlers, including 2 transfers and 13 true freshmen, highlighting the class's Appalachian State transfer, Caleb Smith. Okay, so Caleb Smith is an Appalachian State transfer. Okay. And he is a 2-time NCAA qualifier. So there you have it. So, and being in the Southern Conference, a lot of them guys don't even make it that far in the NCAA. So, and if anybody can mold a wrestler, it's Mark Manning for sure. So, looks like he's got a pretty good, decent wrestler at 125. We've been lacking at lightweights for some time now, other than Liam Cronin last year. So, that's gonna do it for my midweek previews. So good luck to the soccer team on Thursday. Well, tomorrow against Wisconsin, and everybody else going on for. I will have a show on Sunday, which if we happen to make the championship game, it'll be after that, and it'll preview what's to come, or it'll recap this week, and it'll preview for the upcoming week, since we already have stuff going on the Monday after. So that's going to do it here. I hope you are all excellent to each other. Go Big Red.